it's Chelsea Jerusalem with the Jerusalem's Happy Home team here, and today we're here talking to you about the home sale contingency and how that works. So if you're looking to purchase a home but you already own one and you would like to get that one sold prior to purchasing another one, this would be the form that we would use to do that. So if you want or need to sell your existing home in order to purchase the next one, this is the form we would use. It's kind of complicated. We'll have a link to it in the remarks below, so you can take a look at that. And I'm going to do kind of a high-level overview of what that is and how that works. So say that you have a home to sell, and you're getting the offer negotiated. One of the first things that we're going to have to look at to make the seller feel confident that you're going to be a good offer to accept is they want to look at what do you have to sell. Is this a good home? Is there going to be lots of buyers looking for it? Is it sellable? So that's going to be something that they're going to evaluate. Is this a good home? And then they also will want to know what price you're going to be putting it on the market at. Is that a price that's going to allow it to sell in a timely manner? And then the last thing that they want to evaluate as part of this is, do you have an agent that's going to be able to get the job done? Are they competent and have been in the industry for long enough that they know what they're doing and they're going to get the job done? So if those pieces all line up and they feel good and confident about it, then maybe they will accept your offer. At that point in time, we would have a 45-day period to find a buyer. So you have 45 days to get an acceptable offer put into place. Now, if you find a buyer in that 45-day period of time, there's a couple of things you need to make sure. It needs to be an offer that closes in 30 to 60 days. Have timelines, the seller's trying to get to where they want to go. They don't want to wait forever, so we have a 30 to 60 day time frame that we have to work in for an offer that's acceptable. It also cannot be contingent, so they cannot be contingent on selling their home. The nice thing is that with this accepted offer, we notify the seller that the offer has been accepted, but it's still subject to this has to close. So this has to close in order for you to be required to proceed with closing. So you still are protected that this one needs to close before you're on the hook to purchase the other property. So we've got this accepted. In this 45-day period of time, the seller is still looking for another buyer. So if you haven't found a buyer, notified them that you're satisfying your contingency, then in the meantime, they're looking for their own non-contingent buyer that they can keep moving forward with and not have to wait for you. So they are still looking for somebody. If somebody does show up that's non-contingent, that has an acceptable terms, they could even be better terms than you, they have to give you notice. So if they find somebody ready, willing, and able, acceptable offer, the seller has to give you what is called a bump notice. So that's usually a 5 days bump notice. So that would be 5 business days. So you would have basically a week to satisfy your home sale contingency. So there's a few ways you could do that. You could find a buyer that's ready to go. You could maybe find a co-borrower or a way to proceed with the closing of the purchase without having to sell your home. But if you don't satisfy within that 5-day period of time, then it would basically be like hitting the undo button. So option A, we find somebody who's willing to buy your house, we proceed to closing, everything's great, or we get a different loan option that's going to work. So we waive or satisfy. Or option 2, we hit the undo button. No harm, no foul, money gets refunded to you. It's like this never happened. So we go back to trying to find a home that you want to purchase and start there again. So that's kind of how the home sale contingency works. It protects the buyer, but also allows the seller to keep on looking for somebody else and kind of keeps everybody moving forward. If this is an option that could work for you, or if you need some other ideas of scenarios that could make things work for you to be able to make your next purchase happen, call, text, email. We're always happy to help any way we can. HappyHomeTeam.com.